Namaskar and a very warm welcome to all our viewers, all our loyal viewers of RangSaree, and all those who have supported us and been with us all through our journey. And we all always so welcome to invite guests on our show who have something special to share with us. And ऐसा ही कुछ लेके आ रही हैं हमारे साथ डिम्पल जी, जो कि सिटी ऑफ जॉय कोलकाता से हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं और बहुत कुछ ऐसा बताने वाली है जो कि हमारे लिए बहुत एक महत्वपूर्ण, हम लेडीज के लिए स्पेशली बहुत महत्वपूर्ण इंफॉर्मेशन रहेगी। सजना संवरना किसको नहीं अच्छा लगता, और सजने संवरने में अगर आपके पास राइट टेक्निक्स हो कि मेकअप किस तरह से अप्लाई किया जाए, तो नथिंग लाइक दैट। एंड टुडे डिम्पल, वी आर रियली रियली मतलब we're feeling so proud to have you here on our talk show, Rang Sari Talk Show, where we encourage women entrepreneurs, women who have, just stepped out of their comfort zone and have, craved a niche a space for themselves. And today we have you here on this, sharing the same screen with you. We are indeed proud to have you here. Welcome, a very warm welcome to you, Dimple, on our show.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. It's indeed a pleasure for me to joining this show and for you to invite me on this show and talk about something that I've been passionate about years and have taken this as a career from last year. And
Wow.
yes, we all enjoy getting ready, and it's actually a feel good factor when we get ready, do makeup. It's not for anybody else, but I think it's for ourselves to feel confident and
Awesome.
happy
True
and look
that,
good,
true that.
right?
Of course, because we first of all we need to look good for ourselves. I mean, later on we might just flaunt it everywhere, but then जब तक हम खुद खुश नहीं होते अपने आप को शीशे में देख कर, तो फिर वो फन खत्म हो जाए। आपने साड़ी कितनी अच्छी पहनी हो, ड्रेस कितना अच्छा पहना हो, लेकिन अगर मेकअप कहीं थोड़ा सा इधर उधर है, तो कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ चीजें जो है वो सबड्यू हो जाती हैं। और इन्हीं चीजों को आज हम यहाँ डिस्कस करेंगे आप सभी के साथ। और सबसे पहले डिम्पल, मैं चाहूंगी कि आप हमें ये बताएं कि बहुत सारी ऐसी बेसिक स्टेप्स होती हैं जो स्किन केयर की, जो कि हम उनको बड़े कन्वीनियंटली निग्लेक्ट कर देते हैं। तो हम चाहेंगे कि आप सबसे पहले कुछ टिप्स हमें ऐसे दें कि जैसे विंटर सीजन है अभी इस वक्त, तो हमें ऐसा क्या फेस पे लगाना चाहिए या अपनी देखभाल करनी चाहिए जो कि हमारी स्किन सपल भी रहे और कंटेंटेड भी रहे। सो जस्ट फ्यू बेसिक स्टेप्स दैट वी कुड शेयर विद अस।
Yeah, this is a very important point, Nidhi. I've been giving trainings, as you know, and I've trained something around 80 students offline and online. तो मेरी जो मेकअप क्लास रहती है वर्कशॉप, उसमें पहला जो चैप्टर शुरू होता है वो स्किन केयर ही होता है. Because I feel if you don't have a good skin, your makeup will never look good on you. The first
Absolutely,
and the primary thing is to take care of your skin. Get into a skincare routine, which you should follow regularly, and that is when your makeup will, खिल के आपके ऊपर निखर के आएगा, like that.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
So
बिल्कुल।
I would want everybody, from age groups of like 20, say you should start doing a routine for yourself, like an AM PM routine. I wouldn't tell you to do like multiple things that they show on television these days and get hassled कि ये भी लेना है, वो भी लेना, ये भी लगाना है, वो भी लगाना है, and in that entire process you leave out on doing your routine. So there are few basic things that you need to do for your skincare routine. Starting from your morning routine, you first do a face wash for whatever face wash suits you on your skin, and then you do your moisturizer. Toners, I would suggest for people who have pores and oily skins, not for everybody. But moisturizer, yes, is a must. As per your skin type, if you have oily, then water-based, and if you have dry skin, then oil-based moisturizers. जो अभी winters में तो generally they are very good. Something I recommend is a Nivea ka cream. That's like हमारे पुराने time से चला आ रहा है. During winter, that's one of the best cream that you can apply on your face. Yeah. So there are few other moisturizers I would suggest. There's one of setup.
Okay. हाँ जी, please continue, please continue. मैंने कहा old is gold, जो निविया है it stays with us. मैंने अपने पुराने जमाने से देखा हुआ है इसको. हाँ हाँ.
इसका sunscreen moisturizer का sunscreen you can use that also. Okay. So moisturizers की बात आए तो there are few which are medicated on a lower price range and they suit all skin type. So I would suggest there are few. I will show you pictures also. There's one Emily. I think this is about to finish. This is a medicated moisturizer available in a medical store. Price something around 300 rupees. But this does wonders if you do use it before a makeup session, for yourself. And otherwise also you can apply this as a moisturizer. It is a water-based
Moisturizer.
moisturizer, suits all skin types.
Dimple,
And
what
there
we
is
want you
one
to do
more.
is, Dimple, here, what we want you to do is,
Yeah.
you can just type that name so that all our viewers who can, just read, go through the name. And, this is definitely going to be, because if you are endorsing it, that means it really works wonders. So, I mean, हमारे जो दर्शक हैं उनको ये
Yeah.
पता चले कि नाम क्या है किस तरह से. एंड बहुत सारे मैं देख रही हूँ हमारे दर्शक लगातार जुड़ते जा रहे हैं, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस भी हैं उनके पास, और जेंट्स भी बहुत सारे मेल मेंबर्स ऑफ द फ्रेटर्निटी हैव आल्सो ज्वाइन. सो मैं चाहूंगी कि कुछ
So
उनके
that's
लिए
so
भी आप
nice.
सजेस्ट करें कि वो दे डोंट फील के व्हाई शुड women have all the fun.
The
आप ये
fun.
नाम जरूर टाइप कर दीजिएगा.
I think I'm
जी.
disconnected.
और यू कैन जस्ट से इट, अगर आप एक बार और रिपीट कर दीजिए नाम, सो दैट सब जो हमारे दर्शक हैं उनके पास दोबारा नाम आ जाए सारे. प्रोबेबली डिम्पल जी का जो कुछ कनेक्शन है थोड़ा hill gaya hai probably, but she'll be with us. And we have a lot of viewers joining in, and that's a wonderful thing because everyone wants to know about how to take good care of your skin. Makeup tips, tricks, सभी आपको बताएंगे. धीरे धीरे हम जुड़ रहे हैं. अनिल गुप्ता जी हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं दिल्ली से. ध्रुव तिवारी जी भोपाल से जुड़े हैं. महिमा जी जुड़ी हैं. एंजल जुड़ी हैं जो कहती है कि डिम्पल यू लुक ब्यूटिफुल. And we have Sham Kanjani ji, Malini Saxena, Harsha Alwani. Please share the name of the moisturizer. Exactly my thing that I wanted to share with you all. एंड रंजना मजुमदार जी भी हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं दिल्ली से. बहुत ही मतलब बहुत ही एक उम्दा पोएट हैं, और हम चाहते हैं कि जल्द से जल्द हम आप सभी को जोड़े रखें और बताएं कि किस तरह स्किन केयर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और जब कहते हैं कि अगर किसी इमारत का जो बेस है अगर वो बहुत स्मूथ होता है तो ऊपर आप जितनी भी उसमें मेकअप करेंगे उसके ऊपर तो बहुत खूबसूरती से निकल कर आएगा. और हम चाहेंगे जल्दी से जल्दी डिम्पल जी हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएं. मुझे 1 सेकंड का वक्त दीजिएगा, लेकिन आप जाइएगा नहीं, हम जरूर मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पे दोबारा. डिम्पल जी हमारे साथ जुड़ रही हैं दोबारा, बट बने रहें, जुड़े रहें, क्योंकि बहुत सारी ऐसी जानकारियां भी मिलने वाली है और हम आपको बताएंगे किस तरह से आपको स्किन केयर हर सीजन में अलग अलग स्किन टाइप के लिए, अलग अलग सीजन के लिए स्किन केयर बहुत जरूरी है. और मेकअप की जब हम बात करें, आजकल बहुत डिफरेंट डिफरेंट आप पार्टी मेकअप भी होता है, और आप जैसे लाइट मेकअप करते हैं, डे में मेकअप होता है, इवनिंग में होता है, उन सब के टाइप्स डिफरेंट है और उसको करने का तरीका भी बहुत डिफरेंट है. एज फैक्टर भी मैटर करता है, और ये सारी बातें डिम्पल जी हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगी. और आप सभी के पास कोई अगर प्रश्न है स्किन केयर को लेके और या आप मेकअप को लेके, तो आप प्लीज हमारे साथ जरूर शेयर करें, बिकॉज
I'm, I'm
हमारे लिए
really
बहुत.
sorry some disturbance had happened.
नहीं नहीं,
Uh,
वी कैन ऑलवेज वेट फॉर प्रिटी फेसेस. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. सी none of the audience have left us. They were waiting for you to join. So yes,
yeah, I for that, and we would list down these later, maybe in the chat.
okay. Okay,
Okay.
we'll do that
So
later. Yeah.
I was talking about moisturizers, where I was referring to this water-based medicated moisturizer by the name of
Okay.
Emoline, which is
Emily.
suitable for all skin types, and there's something which works like magic if you put it before
Mhm.
makeup. So there's one
Mhm.
more, which is another medicated with an SPF 15, which is a face moist. This is again a medicated moisturizer. This also does really great, it works wonders for your skin also. And you can use it like multiple times during the day while
Wow.
sleeping also. So my
Uh-huh.
routine was like a morning you do a face wash, then you do a
Mhm.
moisturizer, and then on top of it put a sunscreen. A sunscreen is really, really must for us. Sometimes we tend to neglect this thinking that we are in the house or ghar mein hai to kyun lagaएं.
क्यों
But this is
लगाए
not right
बिल्कुल.
because UV rays are there present in the sun rays, which is being emitted. So we
So
have to
what
be
is,
careful and take care
here
of
I have
it.
a question for you. Here I have a question for you, Dimple. Like जो
Yeah.
sunscreen में आता है SPF 30, SPF 15, what is that? मतलब वो क्या चीज है actually? तो
It's a
कौन सा
broad
S?
band of
Okay.
it's a sun protect block which has a broad band. So if you're
Okay.
exposed to sun, like you are an outgoing person, you go to work and you're
Mhm.
exposed to sun a lot, like
Yeah.
sportsmen and all, then you have to wear SPF 50 with a block plus 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 4 plus. But if you are
Okay.
someone who's indoor in the house, then at least 30 is a must, not less than that.
Okay. Not
Considering
less
the
than.
climate
Okay.
changes that have happened and the area that you're staying in, like a
Mm-hmm.
hot, humid climate and not a cold climate, you
Cold
have to wear
climate.
a sunscreen which is 30
Okay.
SPF. And you have to apply like 2-3 times a day.
2-3 times a
People
day.
who are
Okay.
stepping out have to do it 3 times a day, every 2 hours
Mm.
interval, and people who are in the house should do it twice at least. Like for
Twice a day.
myself, if I say I get up in the morning, the first thing I apply is a sunscreen on my face. It
Okay.
generally is creamy, and
Mm-hmm.
so it works like a moisturizer, come a block for myself. And then when
Mm-hmm.
you get ready and all, again another coat of it after my moisturizer.
So
So
there are
that way
these
my
sprays also. Dimple, here I have a question. There are these sprays also available in the market. So how good are they, or how effective are they? If you like against the cream that we're talking about right now.
I personally, if you ask me, creams are better than sprays.
Okay,
The
they
creams
stick
that are
on
there
your
in the
skin.
market. Yeah,
Hmm.
because you apply it on the skin and make sure that every portion of your skin
It's
gets
covered.
covered with it. Yes,
Uh-huh.
and they've been, been more effective than the sprays that are available in the market. So as
Okay,
per,
that's nice.
yeah. So if you've given advice from myself, from my end, I would say a cream based and an oil based sunscreen would be a
Okay.
better option than using a spray.
Good. I hope all
People
of
who
viewers are listening that sunscreen, moisturizing your skins and applying sunscreen is so important. And generally we neglect क्योंकि हम सोचते हैं घर पे है तो sun कहाँ direct लग रहा है. So that's a,
yes,
myth that we've just busted here. So like if we
yeah.
have an effective daily routine, so अगर हम party makeup करते हैं, समझिए अगर हम डे टाइम का मेकअप और इवनिंग में जो मेकअप होता है उसमें फर्क क्या करते हैं हम लोग? Because
वो
morning
we'll
just
come
थोड़ी
to that
सुंदर होती
later.
है.
अभी right now
Okay.
I'm discussing a skincare routine जिसमें I would go step by step. So the
Okay.
morning
Perfect.
routine
Perfect.
comes with a face wash, a moisturizer, and a sun protect. And in the evening, I would suggest everybody to make it a point to clean your face before you get to go to bed. Moisturize your
Right.
face because that is when your skin replenishes and sleeps and goes through this revival process. And when you
Rival
wake up the
process.
next day, you have a youthful skin to yourself.
Fresh.
This prevents
Exactly.
aging also. Yes. So these are few steps that you do to prevent early aging to your skin. The
Early
elasticity
aging.
gets maintained and you have firmer skin. So there's one more product I would advise all of you to use in the night would be a retinol. Retinol either
Okay.
comes in a gel form, oil based, or they are
Mhm.
cream forms. Just a pea size to your skin is will do a lot of difference. Like it is
Different.
a pigment which has vitamin A, and if you apply
Okay.
it on your skin on a regular basis, it maintains the elasticity, and those fine lines and sagging skin gets delayed. The
Wow.
onset of aging gets little delayed. See, aging has to happen to everyone, but we can delay it
Absolutely.
by like a,
We can do it.
yeah, by
So I hope
few
all the
say
young
years to
ladies, all
yourself by using that.
I hope all the ladies here listening, watching this show, and want to delay their aging process. And we would definitely now religiously follow the skincare routine suggested by our guest Dimple. And she's the best person to talk about क्योंकि उनकी skin जब हम देख रहे हैं हम screen पे देख रहे हैं वो इतना glow कर रही है कि I literally had to wear sunshades before entering the show. And this is how we are going to just delay our age process. So, Dimple, what next do you have in your treasure trove to share with us?
No, now we can come
We
to
here we
makeup,
have
and
a
makeup again.
yeah. Dimple, here we have a question from Ranjana Mujamdarji. They say that skin should not have anything on it, let it breathe. So, should we apply anything at night? Of course, you've just mentioned that retinol should be applied in the evening before you sleep, so as to
Yes,
rejuvenate your skin. So, I think that is important.
yes. This is again a myth that we should not apply anything on the skin. That is something I've
Okay.
been doing it from ages, not applying anything
Ages.
on my skin. But you know what? Our
Wow.
lifestyles are not the same as we were kids. So we are into a
Exactly.
hectic schedule, running around, moving around, and so much stress and all that our skin tends to degenerate and age faster than it should.
Absolutely.
So in order to prevent all that, we use all these products. They're used in a very small quantity,
Small
but they
quantity.
prevent aging faster.
We have Dimple, Dimple ji, we have here Angel from Ahmedabad, and she has a question that suggests a good cream for wrinkles. Wrinkles is something which always troubles us. So, anything you would want to suggest for wrinkles here?
Firstly, I would try to tell you to hydrate your skin a lot. Drink a lot of water. Use
Mm,
moisturizers as much as you can. And for best, you to avoid wrinkles and sagging coming to you, you start using a retinol. See the difference in 1 month, and please give me a call or feedback. You will be impressed by the results that come
beautiful.
in. And there's something I can assure you, you will see the results.
So, here we
I
have
may
a
suggest you. Yeah, I may suggest you a retinol that I've been using in form of a serum. It's
yes,
aromatic
please.
essence garden,
Yes,
and
please.
it
Yes,
is
please.
made up of natural products. Yeah,
Okay.
this is nothing
Mhm.
chemical. This is all natural products. You can start with this. And I would also tell you the application to apply retinol. A retinol has to be applied dry on a dry skin, not a wet skin. Only a pea size
Okay.
has to be taken, and that too
Mm-hmm.
patted on your fine lines, on your lines here. Nothing, nowhere closer to your eyes or lips, but on
Mm-hmm.
your cheeks where you feel you have fine lines, on your forehead and on your chin a little bit, like that. So you have to
Oh.
first start once a week, then you have to use
Uh-huh.
twice a week. From the third
Twice a week.
week, thrice a week. From the fourth week, 4 times. And from the fifth week, you have to start using it regularly. We might miss it a
Mm.
day or two, it happens because, see, we are lazy
But
by
then we have
nature. It's not that we but
to.
it has to be regularly incorporated into your routine. Yes. See the difference
Yes,
in a
actually.
month. It will give you results.
So here have this lady with this beautiful skin, glowing skin, and definitely I'm not going to ask your age here, and because of course you've defied all age barriers and you've been here like wow. I mean, जो आजकल बहुत sentence चला हुआ ना, oh so beautiful, so wonderful, looking like a wow, and I think I mean it suits you perfectly. Okay, so moving on now, what would you want to suggest? Should we move on to makeup tips or anything that else that you want to suggest us when it comes to skincare?
I can talk about skincare is something which is very generalized for me. I wouldn't suggest too
Generally.
many things because you tend to get confused and then in the process you leave it. Do few
Uh-huh.
things, but do them. A sunscreen in the
Okay,
morning
so
with a
do we have?
moisturizer, a retinol in the night with a moisturizer.
Okay, so if I
Yes?
may ask you, कोई स्किन रूटीन ऐसा है जो लेडीज के लिए अलग है और जेंट्स के लिए अलग है और मे बी दे कैन फॉलो द सेम रूटीन ऐसा भी कुछ है कि
See,
उनको अलग प्रोडक्ट यूज करने चाहिए
moisturizing and sunblock should be for everyone, for men, female,
ओके
everyone. But yes, men
एवरीवन
tend to have thicker skin than females. So their
हाँ
aging process on the skin comes later than what a female
नेचर
experiences. They have softer
ओह
skin, plumpier and gentle skin, so they tend to wear out faster,
get
and
out
so we need to
faster
take care of them. Yeah. For
yes
men, I
yes
would
yes
suggest to use a moisturizer and a sunblock because they step out of the house anyways, so they can
anyway
prevent themselves from, yeah.
so that's wonderful. We have something for the men as well, so they would not feel left out. And we have Anita Ved also joining in, Harsha Alwani, Pragati Murarka, so and Mahima also. So many people joining in. And since this is an interactive forum, I would suggest that you may definitely put on your questions to Dimple ji. And I would like to tell you all that Dimple has been pursuing makeup. As a makeup artist, she has been pursuing her passion, and I think it all started during the COVID when this bug bit you that कि क्यों नहीं मैं इसको start करूं और since you're so much into makeup and you are actually so beautiful and glowing, radiant, absolutely. And when I've met you personally so many times, and it's always like your skin, even if you get up, उठ के अभी आ भी रहे हो तो ऐसा लगता है कितना ग्लो कर रहा है आपका फेस बिल्कुल. So और अब हमें आपका रूटीन जो पता है तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. And Dimple has been taking online and offline classes, makeup classes, and to teach you the nuances of what makeup is all about. Because आजकल makeup में artistry आ गई है. We do not, it's just not कि हमने blusher apply किया, powder apply किया हो गया हमारा. Because उसमें artistry आ गई है, depending on the age, your, the occasion, the dress that you're wearing, your face type, your face cut, your hair, and everything else. So the stage is all yours, Dimple. What would you suggest for us? Like अगर हम डे टाइम में मेकअप करते हैं तो क्या ऐसी बेसिक चीजें जो हम कर सकते हैं? एंड एक पर्टिकुलरली मैं चाहूंगी कि हाइलाइटर जो है which enhances the your face and everything, so I would want कि आप उस पे जरूर बताएं.
जरूर जरूर. आई फील मेकअप कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है जिसमें यू हैव टू लर्न स्टेप बाय स्टेप थिंग्स to do makeup. It is like
Okay.
your creativity that you put it on a canvas, that's your face, and you take it out in such a way that you like yourself first, because you are the
Exactly.
one who has to appreciate yourself and not the the janta around you. So I feel there are few basic things that you should need to know, but the creativity lies in yourself, in your own
In
hands.
your
So there are few
True.
products, few things that you need to know, that you need to have in your vanity, and few, of course, basic steps also to be known that you have to do. See, a night makeup and a day makeup are almost similar, except for the
Okay.
colors that may vary, and
That we
also the
use.
depth and the application of foundation on your face, or the highlighters, like you said, would vary
Mm-hmm.
during a day and a night. Because day
Daytime.
may to you
And
already are flushed with so much light on your face that you hardly need
mm,
much highlighter to highlight it.
okay.
Like in the night you have to. So there are few basic
Mm.
differences, otherwise it's all the same. So the best thing that I told you was to first use a moisturizer on your face, because that is
Moisturizer.
what takes your makeup out into a glow. You know,
Okay.
because if your
Wow.
skin is not moisturized, or not plumpy or not supple, then your makeup will not. It will look cakey, and it will get fixed into your lines, and it
Exactly.
will not show the way it should show. So you hydrate your
Exactly.
skin first, and by that you do by putting a moisturizer, something that you've been putting for yourself. And just before you're doing a makeup, the cream that I suggested earlier also, this
Uh-huh.
emollient, which is a water-based cream,
Emily,
if you apply this and start your makeup, it actually gives a lot of glow to your skin, and the makeup also
wow.
stays firmer on your skin. So first thing is to
Wow.
moisturize. And yeah, and then if you have pigments on your skin, say if you have blemishes, you have uneven skin tone, then you can use a color
Freckles
corrector on
maybe.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. So on that you have to put a color corrector just on those areas, just to cover them. So
There we
and
have
then apply a
blemishes.
coat of foundation. Yeah. Or
Okay, just
uneven
one
skin tone.
question
We
here.
tend to have, yeah.
One question here. Do these color correctors also have shades in it? या एक set pattern है कि color correctors ऐसे ही color के होंगे? So
No,
उसमें भी कुछ
there are number
differences
of
होते
shades,
हैं?
but generally the ones, yeah, generally the ones you are used are the orange correctors, because we tend to have
हाँ,
uneven skin tone. कहीं हमारे
skin
dark
tone.
circles होते हैं, कहीं pigments होते हैं. But yes, if you have pimples and they're bursting out, they're oozing out with blood or something, or they're reddish in tinge,
Oh,
then you use a green corrector. There are variety of
okay.
correctors. There are purple correctors. There
Correctors
are
हाँ.
for covering a gray skin. But those are kind of a wide variety of
Wide
things that
variety.
might confuse the viewers right now. We would have a general discussion of what exactly generally is used to even out your skin tone by using a color corrector. So
Color corrector.
you use a corrector on this area which are patchy or uneven, like a color difference from your main skin to your, like
Main
how we
skin.
have it on our under eye. Yeah. So you
Under eye.
apply that and take your foundation, warm it up on your skin, because the skin is the best
Okay.
thing to warm up any product.
Hmm.
It may be a cream,
Okay.
foundation, or
Hmm.
maybe a shampoo that we're applying on your hair. Everything
Okay.
that we put on our body should be first warmed up, and I think our palms, our skin are the best tools to do it. So even a foundation, when you're applying, you just take a drop, warm it, and apply, in dots in areas that you want it, like on your cheeks, on your eyes, on your head. And then with a brush, which is like a buffing brush,
Okay.
this, by tapping motion, you can apply the foundation on your entire face, covering the
Okay.
smallest areas around your eye and nose, your
Hmm.
ears, everywhere, like, the smallest areas. There is
Okay.
one more tool I would suggest after this, is a beauty blender, something that you should all have
All
in
have.
your vanity.
Hmm.
I'll show you. Yeah, this is a beauty blender. So the softer it is,
Okay.
the better quality it is.
Ah,
So you first have to
wow.
wet it, squeeze out all the water, and then use
Hmm.
this wet beauty blender to dab the entire foundation on your face
Interesting.
completely.
It
If
just
there's any
evened
excess
out.
somewhere,
It just evened out on the skin.
finger se nahi. This is one trick I would like to share with all of you, that in the
Okay.
past we've seen applying foundation like, like a cream on your
Ah,
face. That's
like
a
a
wrong
cream,
technique.
exactly.
Yes, what happens is it washes off with your hands, and it gives a very
Okay.
draggy look to your skin. Foundations
Okay.
should be applied with a dabbing motion, a stipulating motion on your face, not
Circulating
with a
motion.
draggy
Okay.
motion. So for
Mm-hmm.
that, you need a brush to pat it first, and then you use a wet beauty blender where the water is completely taken off, and then
They can.
pat it to take off the excess wherever it is. It gives a
Okay.
very
Mm-hmm.
smooth glass-like finish. So these are few tools that you should all have it in your vanity
Mm-hmm.
for you to have a
Wow.
a glass-like finish to your look.
Glassy like
So
look.
these are the
Wow.
few tricks.
Wow.
Yeah. Makeup I would like, and then there is eyes that you can do, and eyes can be done in a variety of ways, all depending on how your taste is, what you're wearing, and
Mm-hmm.
your preferences of colors that way. So
Right.
eyes, you can during the day you would normally use warm tones, which are like the brown
Mm-hmm.
family or the
The
pink
brown.
family
Mm-hmm.
colors shades. I
Mm-hmm.
can show you some.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So these are few of the shades that I have here, which are the pink shades and the
Okay.
brown shades
Brown
that you can
shades.
use during
Mm-hmm.
the daytime. Yeah. A palette which has
Okay.
shades of pinks and browns are very well suited for you. And something,
Okay.
they go with all the colors of clothes that you wear generally during the day. Yes,
Generally,
if you
exactly.
want to
Mm-hmm.
have shimmers in your eyes and want, a bright eye makeup and all, then you can use
Mm-hmm.
glitters also. That's something you can use in the
Okay.
evenings. But during the day, I would prefer a family of brown and pinks to be used. Give a very smart
Mm-hmm.
look, and
Smart look.
the
Yeah.
technique to use yeah, these shadows is to do it on your eye, covering your crease, and then maybe
Okay.
a darker color at the corners to give depth. And if you want to enhance further, then there are light, shimmery eyeshadows that you can pat it on your
Okay.
eyeballs to give that
Okay.
intense look. And of
That
course, there's
shimmer
kohl
effect.
kajal. You can put,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Then you
So
have
how about
kajal
liquid
to put it.
काजल?
People like
हाँ, we apply liquid काजल and उसके बाद जो हम लोग
हाँ,
आजकल तो लिक्विड काजल में भी बहुत कुछ आ गया है कि उसमें लिक्विड लगाते हैं और जो हमारे
हाँ.
नीचे हम
So you
जो
have
हम
10
आई
dots.
लाइनर लगाते हैं बेसिकली तो जो हम लिक्विड काजल लगाते
Mhm.
हैं और लगाते हैं तो उसमें आजकल उसमें भी बहुत टेक्निक्स मैं देख रही हूँ यू हैव दैट विंग्ड लाइनर दैट डबल लाइनर कैट आईज एंड
Yeah.
सो मच थोड़ा सा अगर आप हमें उस बारे में
You
भी
have
बताएं
coffee eyes. Yeah.
या
So there are nowadays these pencils are available. Pencils with these tips,
ओके
which is like a sketch pen only. So
हाँ
if
हाँ
you
हाँ
use these pens, they're very smooth applications. So
smooth and
if you
yeah,
don't want to use a
precise.
liquid liner, yeah, there's one which is a
Mm-hmm.
liquid liner, which a brush,
Okay.
and
Okay.
this is also beautiful. But you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I feel you have to have a good practice to apply these.
To
Sometimes
apply it,
you
exactly. Hmm.
yeah, for these you have to have practice applying all this. And otherwise, I would suggest you can buy kajals. There are gliding kajals available in the market. See, the kajal that
Market.
we've been using, the ones like a colossal kajal
Any
or a normal
company that
kajal that
any company that you would like to suggest? Any company that you would like to suggest?
see, Maybelline colossal kajals, I think, are the most
Uh,
wanted and the most known
what
ones,
one?
those
Yeah.
yellow color
I think
sticks.
that's very
This is
comfortable.
one
Yeah.
from
Okay, to feel.
yeah, this is one from Love Child. This is almost a similar composition. These are thin
From
pencil, like you
Masala.
have Lakme. Yeah, Lakme ka bhi hai iconic. So this is a tip,
Uh,
thin one. You can use this for putting kajal. So there are one which are gliding kajals. I show you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, here.
We have a lot of people joining
These
in
are
here with us.
thin. Hmm. Whose? Sorry. These are gliding kajals which have a thick kind of a pencil, and they glide very
Okay.
smoothly on your eye. So
Right.
instead
Mm-hmm.
of putting a liquid kajal where you are not very
Gotcha.
good or fluent with applying,
Very
you can
precise.
use
Huh?
these kajals which are gliding ones. So what you can do is just use it at the tip here,
Okay.
on the tip here, and just take out a tip
Uh-huh.
and then join the tip directly on your upper lash line. Just leave it.
Upper lash. Oh,
Now
wow.
then with a pointy brush, yeah. Now with a
Mm-hmm.
pencil brush or an angular brush like this, if you can see,
Mm-hmm.
an
Yeah,
angular
we can
brush
see it.
like
Yeah.
this,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is tipped angularly, you can
Okay.
take this kajal from here. I hope it's visible, huh? from here
Yes, yes.
and
Now it's
merge that
clear.
cream to
Yes.
your upper lash line.
Upper
So what
lash.
happens is that
Okay.
the fabric glides and makes a wing, and it's easier
Makes
and
a wing.
smoother
Okay.
than using a, yeah. So there are two ways. You can either use a
So
liquid liner or you can use a gliding kajal and then do
glider.
it.
I think glider is more easier to use because not all of us are very hardcore makeup artists that बहुत आराम से glide कर ले कुछ कर ले.
Yes.
It's all I think the gliders
If
are
you
like
have a
fuss free बिल्कुल. Fuss free है बिल्कुल. I would like to read out a few names that
yeah,
all the guests that have joined here. And Aarti Aneja has joined us. Garima Katyar, Aditi Bansal, Vinod G has also joined. And I think that brings a
that's right.
smile to your face also as I read his name. And Anita Vaid has joined us. And which brand of sunscreen we should use, she says. And Ranjana Majumdar is saying that any makeup or daily routine tips for elderly ladies. So if you have anything for them, you can definitely share. And Anita Vedji is a student of yours, and she says that I took makeup classes and it really helped me a lot. Linda Dadlani says brilliant. And Minu Verma says amazing trip tips. I'm sorry. Vanshika says wow, so nice. Dimple Vanshika is again says brilliant. Sweetie Sethi here says brilliant. And again we have Poonam Ved. She is brilliant in our. So this brilliant word sticks with you. It suits you so well. We have someone also sending hearts to you, and we have Chotu Harsoli saying amazing. Anu Grover saying great. Deepaji says nice tips, loved it. Liba Khan says awesome. And we have Manisha Gavreji, and she says wonderful information. Thank you for the tips. And we have Rehan also joining us. Hey, great going. So, oh, you've got a superb fan following, I must say.
I'm happy. I'm excited also. So there
Yes,
was someone who had a question on sunscreens, right?
yes,
So
yes, yes.
sunscreens basically leave a white cast on your skin because they are cream
Okay.
based, and that is when people don't like putting them also because they become very creamy. They take little time to get absorbed, but that is how it is. There are oil based formulation sunscreens also available now in the market, and they are very very good.
Okay.
I would share one with you right now that I use because I have a dry skin. So I don't use those
Okay.
cream based ones. I use this oil
Cream
based one,
based
and it
one.
really works wonders during summers. Sorry, during
Summer.
winters.
Okay.
So this is
If you
Patchouli
could just
Glow
read
from
out the
82.
name.
It is Patchouli Glow from 82E. It's a
All
site.
right. Okay.
And they also have a turmeric shield, which is again a sunscreen which has turmeric in it, and it also doesn't
Okay.
leave a white cast. They are gel based. So Cetaphil is also one of the leading brands for sunscreen
Done.
in the market. Then there is
Sunscreen.
Nivea again, our old fellow, which is there. So
Yeah.
Nivea products are square by, they're really nice, creamy, and winters are the best time to use them. So
Best
these are
time to
few
use.
of the
I hope.
recommendations. There was again
Yes.
one elderly lady asking for a skincare routine. So,
Exactly.
I would
Skincare.
suggest you
Makeup also.
moisturize your skin, hydrate your skin, and start using a retinol. You will see difference. You will see a difference.
Yeah.
And for
So
elderly
I
ladies, I
hope
would
these.
suggest you use
Hanji, please continue. Yeah.
for elderly ladies, I would suggest that you can, use BB creams or CC creams available in the market. They're basically
Okay.
foundations, but with a lesser
Mm-hmm.
concentration of the base of foundation. They are more creamier with color correctors inbuilt. So if you use those
Mm-hmm.
on your face are lighter also, they tend to sit lesser on your fine lines and wrinkles, and then they don't exaggerate all that and show it on the face, and they give you a good even finish on your face.
Even
There's one
finish.
more product that I would ask everybody to have would be a loose powder. So once you
Okay.
apply
I
a
was coming to
foundation,
it. I was coming
what
to
happens?
it.
Okay.
I was
So
about to
we'll
ask
finish
you
that.
that. Yeah, I was about to ask you like compact people using compact and people using loose powder. So what is the difference and what should we use it
Difference.
actually?
Okay. So a compact is basically a powder, loose powder with foundation inbuilt into it. So when you
Inbuilt.
are in a
Okay.
hurry or you don't want to use a foundation, you can just use your moisturizer and then you put your compact on top of it. You will have
Okay.
an even glowy finish to your face. So that
Okay.
can also be done for people who don't want to use foundations and have layers onto their skin. They can go with a compact which is available. One of the few good ones available are Maca Studio Fix foundation. See, these are
Okay.
expensive, little expensive, but they serve a purpose of a powder as well as a foundation to your
As
skin.
foundation.
And then I
Yes,
don't
of
think you
course.
need anything else when you use that. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
It's
and
definitely one
otherwise,
plus.
if you're, doing a foundation layer, then these loose powders are really beautiful. They give you a very
Mm-hmm.
they're very finely milled powders basically, and they
Mm-hmm.
give a very good finish to your photo finish to your face. Like how you just said,
Wow.
now that my face is glowing or whatever. So that is because you have to set it with a finely milled powder so that when you're on in front of a screen or your cameras or pictures, they come really well. So these are
Wow.
few of the things. Then was one more trick I would want to share with you all is with the mascara. Mascara is very, very important for
Okay.
highlighting your lashes, giving them volume and length. I know people they don't have, like, few people don't have good lashes and they struggle for it
Lashes.
and they want to apply eyelashes, false lashes and all that.
Mhm.
But see, that's very cumbersome, or maybe a professional is being using all those things. I would suggest that you keep two brands of mascara for yourself. See,
Okay.
mascaras are
Mm-hmm.
basically similar composition. It's just that the wand is different from each other. So try and
Each other.
collect two,
Okay. Different
two
ones.
mascaras.
Okay.
Yeah. See
Mm-hmm.
the size of the wand or the shape of the wand being different, and try applying both when you get ready. Especially if you're going for
Okay.
night out, when you're getting
Mm-hmm.
ready doing your eyes, do a mascara coat. And then when you're
Mm-hmm.
stepping out, just ready and stepping out, apply a coat with a different brand of
Different
mascara
mascara.
too.
So I
So
guess
to
it helps making it more voluminous. The
Yes,
lashes.
voluminous and gives length also to your
Length
lashes.
also.
And then you don't need
Mm.
feel the need to have a falsie on your
False
eyelash.
eyelashes. Yes, of course. Of
Eyelash.
course. I mean, these are
Yeah,
like
it
wow
gives you.
trips, tips and tricks that we all need to know, because getting ready is something we all enjoy. But when you know you have these tools in your hand, so definitely it adds on to your glow, it adds on to how you dress yourself up. And there are a lot of things I would like to also ask you, like when we are, taking care of our face, our skin routine, everything is good enough. But then how do we take care of our tools as well? बिकॉज हमने अभी फाउंडेशन अप्लाई किया, उसमें फाउंडेशन लगा रह गया, स्पंज में रह गया, और जो ब्रशेज है ओवर द टाइम वो खराब भी हो जाते हैं, उसमें सेटल हो जाता है सारा मेकअप ना। तो उनको क्लीन कैसे किया जाए, क्योंकि ये भी बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि अगर वो जो ब्रश है या जो स्पंज हम यूज
It
कर
is
रहे
very
हैं अपने फेस
important.
पे और वो डर्टी है, तो उसको उसमें इफेक्ट खत्म हो जाती है चीजों का। मे बी दे स्टार्ट गेटिंग जर्म्स आ जाएंगे उसमें, एंड
This
मे
is
बी
a very
स्टार्ट
important
अफेक्टिंग
question.
आवर स्किन एज वेल।
Yeah. See, skin is very, very sensitive, and it's the most important, and our
सेंसिटिव।
face is the most important part of our body. So, of course, yes, we
एग्जैक्टली।
need to take care of these products also. Yeah. So, brushes, if they're used on yourself and not on anybody else, can be washed like after three or four applications, you can wash them after
ओके।
3 or 4 times of usage. But a beauty blender,
ओके।
which is like a sponge, has to be washed
हाँ।
after every application.
ओके।
Yeah. And the best way to wash them is, you can use a very mild shampoo. I would suggest a
ओके।
Johnson's baby shampoo that you use
बेबी
to give
शैम्पू। ओके।
wash to children. Yes, that's the I wash my brushes with those that shampoo. That is one of the mildest shampoos that you can use to wash your brushes. They stay longer. They don't wear out. And one more important thing also, that you buy brushes of quality. Very important. The hair of the brush has to be very good. It should not be rough to be, hurting your skin. They should be
हर्टिंग योर
soft,
स्किन
mostly
एग्जैक्टली।
made up of human hair. Yeah. I can suggest
ओके।
few sites if you want, people interested in
बिल्कुल,
buying brushes,
एब्सोल्युटली,
then they
वी
can buy.
लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू इट। Yes,
Yeah.
please. If you could just set us, tell us a set of brushes that you also need to tell us the kind of brushes we need. We need one for the eyelashes, one for the mascara, eyeshadow, for the bronzer,
Yeah.
and everything, like all the different kinds of brushes
So
that
the
we
one
need.
for putting the foundation. Yeah, that's very, very important. You don't need many brushes, just 6 to 7 brushes
Okay.
can do tricks on your face. So this was the
Wow.
buffing brush that was needed for putting the foundation. Then this
Okay.
is a brush, which is an angular, bushy brush. It's
Mhm.
called a kabuki
Okay.
brush. It
Mm-hmm.
has very soft bristles. It's
Soft
angular.
bristles.
Why angular? Because I do both things with this. I apply my blush also with this, and sometimes you need to put a bronzer or a contour at the corner just to give depth to your face or your cheekbone. then I use this like,
Okay.
in this motion,
Mm.
like this.
Oh.
So this angular brush really gives that edge
Mm.
to get an
Extreme look.
angle done.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what
So
about
this is a blush
contouring?
brush.
Like, Dimple, here I would like to ask you about the contouring part of it, like when you're contouring your jaws and your nose and your chin, everything. So which of these brushes would be helpful?
See, this is one which will help you. And if you're using a
Okay.
liquid one, see if you're using a
Hmm.
liquid, if you're using a liquid contour, see contours and bronzers are different. Not necessarily
Okay.
everybody has to do a contour. A contour, if not known, should not be done because it
Not be
tends to
done.
make your face look darker. Yeah,
Darker.
it tends to
Hmm.
make your face look darker if you don't know the techniques because they are dark brown shades. And if you don't apply it in a proper positioning and you over apply it, ज़्यादा लग गया, तो आप
It makes
उसको blend भी करोगे ना आपका मुंह काला लगने लगता है. So until and unless
काला
you're
भी
not thorough in
मुझे
the
लगता है
technique of
थोड़ा,
doing it, you
हाँ,
can avoid doing it.
नहीं, काले के साथ में मुझे लगता है
There
कि
are
थोड़ा फिर आप
bronzers.
डिस्टॉर्ट कर दोगे अपने फेस का जो लुक है, पूरा लुक है, मे बी लॉपसाइडेड हो जाए या कुछ हो जाए, और आप अपने फेस को इनहेंस करने के लिए कहीं वो और थोड़ा अंडरवेलमिंग हो जाए, फिर मतलब अगर काउंटरिंग नहीं आती है प्रॉपर. सो अब एक चीज और मैं
Right.
बिफोर एक चीज और मेरे ये बात करते करते, जैसे बहुत सारे ऐसे फीचर्स होते हैं हमारे जो कि थोड़े फ्लैट हैं, या हम चाहते हैं कि थोड़ा और असेंचुएट हो. तो उसके लिए जैसे अगर हम एक नोज के लिए अगर हम कहते हैं सबसे पहले, तो हाउ डू यू असेंचुएट योर नोज, अगर आपको
हाँ.
करना है थोड़ा और उसको मतलब शार्प एंड
So that
पॉइंटेड
is
हम उसको
where the
दिखाना चाहें
contouring.
तो.
Yeah.
हाँ.
So that is where the contouring part comes. Ideally, a liquid
पार्ट
brown contour जो होता है, yeah, we
हाँ.
generally put it here. See, like my nose is generally a nice sharp nose, except for these areas which are a little broader. So I'll
हाँ.
apply a line here only and here, and then buff it out with a
ओके.
brush so that it doesn't
हाँ.
look like a very sharp kind of a contour. And also that
ओके.
if you realize I have a very long face, so to cut the length
ये
of
भी
my
लॉन्ग है.
face, I would
हम्म.
first एक तो यहाँ पर I'll do a little contour, and then also
ओके.
cut my
फोरहेड.
ये my forehead line here and merge it with my
हाँ.
hairline. Like not completely,
ओके.
but areas like these and this, so that I give a
ओके.
proper rounding to my face. And then
राउंडिंग टू
here
योर फेस.
little, and, and then to cut my, double chin, I'll put it here and then sharpen the edges here and blend it
ओके.
downwards. So this way what happens, whoever has a double chin will just blend it down and we will have a sharp edge to your chin here.
हाँ, it
This is
gives a
how
very
you do a
chiseled
contour.
look to the face.
Yeah, yeah. So here, and then here, both
And on the
sides,
cheek.
and then little on the nose. If you have a broad nose, then here, only on these areas. Where
Only
you
on
feel.
that area. Okay.
Yeah. So if you
Wow.
can do
I
it and
mean,
blend
these
it
are
nicely, this gives a very good shape to your face, enhances your
face
looks.
as well.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
This is indeed very
So
important because all of us need to have these tricks in our mind, because when we are getting ready, कई बार कुछ छोटी छोटी flaws होते हैं, अगर हम उनको थोड़ा सा conceal कर लेते हैं, हालांकि being natural is the way, but definitely हम all of us want to have the chisel look, the chisel face, and why not? I mean, if
yeah.
application of the right techniques of makeup can just accentuate us, make us look more beautiful, nothing like that. So, a lot of things have been discussed and a lot of things. So, is there any incident that you would like to tell us about? कि वो एक आपने किसी को बहुत तैयार किया और आपको इतना बढ़िया एक कॉम्प्लीमेंट मिला जो कि आपको लगे कि वाओ, इसने मतलब this is like now I've arrived, that kind of a thing.
I've had the good compliments during my workshops. My students have really benefited from the workshop that I've given, and the best thing is that they give me feedbacks. They send me pictures. They give me, that I've done this. What should I've done more? And when they send me pictures, their feedbacks, and ask for more reviews and all that, I feel really, really nice that they are in touch, connected to me, and they trust me. The trust factor really
Most
makes me
important.
happy that they actually believed in me, and they still believe that best can be taken out or learned, and then they can make themselves better and better in their skill.
I'm
Lately,
sure.
there
I'm
was
sure.
one female I got ready for her 25th.
Okay.
She
Uh-huh.
was stunning, stunning. And they've just moved into a new house, and the house is also pretty, beautifully done up. So when her pictures
Mm.
were clicked and, all, so the first impression came was that she was a model for a D decor, a furnishing line. She was done up, but her makeup and everything was done up so
That's
well,
so
so
wonderful.
apt
Really
that I
technical.
got very,
Uh-huh.
yeah, beautiful compliment. She
Wow.
was actually looking very beautiful. So that is when I felt,
Wow.
yes, I've accomplished something. Yes.
वंडरफुल दैट इज वंडरफुल कभी ऐसा भी हुआ कि आप पार्टी में गए हो और आपको लगा कि नहीं यार इसका मेकअप ना थोड़ा सा ठीक नहीं है और एक अर्ज हो रही है कि मैं थोड़ा सा जाके करेक्ट कर दूं तो ऐसा भी कभी फीलिंग आती है
ऐसी हमेशा आती है. You know what? After I've become a makeup artist, it's whenever I'm in a gathering with friends or partying and everywhere. So my first impression of someone is how that person has done makeup. Like
वंडरफुल
generally, women
मेकअप
tend
हाँ
to look at clothes, jewelry, or what
हाँ
they're
हाँ
carrying. But my eyes will only be glued as how
ये
their
तो
makeup is done. Yeah, and also the facial features. I try and study. This could have been done better, or this would have been done better, or eyes should have been done like this. All that comes into my mind and starts playing there and there, and that is how I imagine things could have been worked out better.
obviously because when you're into something like this तो आपका
अच्छा,
जो
one more thing
पहला
I
look
have
ही है
asked.
हाँ जी प्लीज डू यस प्लीज
There was something about
आप क्या
highlighter that you were asking. I will miss out on.
yes of course I
See,
wanted
a
to know
blush
more
placement
about
and a
highlighting.
highlighter placement. Yeah, those two placements are really important. I would also like to share with you all. This
Yes,
is
please.
one palette I'm sharing with you, which has a
Okay.
blusher here, here.
Okay.
And
Huh.
this is
Huh.
a darker shade, which is like a bronzer or a contour. Like if you don't
One
want to use a
counter.
liquid one, you can use that
Hmm.
one to chisel
The
your
creamy one.
edges here on your forehead, on your chin, the
Hmm.
darker shade. But the pink one that is
Hmm.
there is the blusher. Since
Hmm.
I've already done my blush, I'll just show you my placement here. So
Okay. Hmm.
while placing a blush, you first have to do like this.
Hmm.
See, there's no
Okay.
thumb
About.
rule of doing anything. You can do anything,
Huh.
but just for beginners, you should know where to
Business.
place your blush.
Right.
So
Okay. Okay.
this
We need to
gadda you
make a
see,
power. Hmm.
hmm,
Okay. Uh-huh. Hmm.
and then middle of your eyeball connecting to that
Okay.
pout.
Pout. Okay. Hmm.
Hmm. From
Okay.
here, you
Hmm.
need to
Huh.
start your blush and blend it to your hairline.
Okay. Wow.
Hmm.
Uh,
And slowly build in the color. Don't take too harsh color on your brush and start
too
putting.
much color at
Just
one go.
dab it
Okay.
with it. Yeah, you can warm
Hmm.
it on your hand also,
Okay.
and then take little,
Hmm.
and then start
Hmm.
dabbing
Hmm.
and taking it to your hairline.
Hairline. Oh
Like,
wow.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know whether I've got blush on my cheeks a little
No,
more.
but we could, we could make out the technique, yeah, specific areas that you've pointed out. So that's quite
Yeah.
helpful, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And your highlighter has to be placed on the highest point of your face. So whenever
That
we
means
go
the
out,
forehead
meet
part.
people, yeah.
The
So
forehead
when
part.
you laugh, yeah, when you
Mm-hmm.
smile, the portions of your face which get highlighted, pouted
Mm-hmm.
out, like
Okay,
these are
the
the areas
cheekbone
which
part.
has to be highlighted. Yes, yes.
Okay.
So this is where
Mm-hmm.
the highlighter works wonders, and especially during the night parties that we go out, this is a highlighter. These are finely
Okay.
milled shimmer particles.
Okay.
And I'm using a fan brush. A fan brush is very, very important. This is again one important brush that you need to keep in your vanity. And when I'm smiling, these are the areas that I need to blush these
Highlight.
highlighter into,
Okay. Wow.
taking it upwards.
Picking it up.
There's one more area that you
And on
need
the
to put
forehead?
in
Yeah.
bridge of your nose.
Okay, on
Yeah.
the nose part. Bridge of your nose. Okay.
Chin. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bridge of your nose, which shines the chin, and also on the high points of your
Forehead.
head, on your forehead.
Forehead.
So
Okay.
my forehead is little protruded out. So these areas
Mm-hmm.
and these areas. You don't have to blindly put it on your
Okay.
entire forehead. only of the
Entire
areas
forehead.
that
Okay.
you, yeah. Use a
Even
fan
they
brush because a
they
very
are.
minimal quantity is used and it is fanned out
Okay.
properly and not stuck into one
Properly.
place. Yeah. So
Wonderful.
these two
That is.
positions are very important. And we've done the mascara trick. Acha, one more thing which is a game changer for makeup is eyebrows. I think eyebrows are very,
Eyebrows.
very important to give, yeah, to give shape to your
And they have
face.
been
It enhances
grossly
your face.
neglected. I think, Dimple, they've been grossly neglected also. Eyebrows.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
do a lot of
But that's the,
eyelashes.
mhm.
Most important
But
part,
that's the most
it
important
accentuates
part.
the eye. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So for eyebrows, I
So
feel
please
if
tell us
people
about.
have good eyebrows, they are blessed. And if they have very
Okay.
thin eyebrows or or
Hmm.
brownish color, then you can use a brow pencil available in the market. This is one I
Okay.
have with a spoolie. This has a brush. You can brush your hair like in an upward
Okay.
stroke to give it a natural look of hair. And then you can
Hmm.
sparsely fill in with this pencil here, starting
Okay.
here with those strokes like these, and then
Okay.
gently filling in here, this corner, making an edge. But fill it
Hmm.
very with a very light hand. Don't make it very
Okay.
sharp and prominent. Then wo lagega ki you made false
You made it.
brows.
You made it.
So make it look very
Bilkul.
natural. Yeah. You can also use a powder. Like if you have a eyeshadow which has this dirty brown color to it, something like this.
Okay.
This gives a very natural look to your brow. So instead of using a
Natural
pencil,
looking.
don't use a black color ever because black tends to make you look a little
Okay.
manly, I feel. But if you tend to, yeah, if you use something
Yeah.
like this, then you
Hmm.
can use these powders with an angular brush. Again,
Right.
fill in
Okay.
these areas, make pointing strokes upward, and then
Okay.
I'm confused with the camera here. And then fill in this arch and downwards. So
Okay.
filling in your brows is
Hmm.
very important. Just try and see. You will
Important.
see a lot of difference in your facial features
Different
and your makeup overall. Yeah.
makeup. Absolutely. I agree on that totally. And this has been
Yeah.
such a wonderful session. And so many, like Nikita Jain has also joined in. And Jay Varandagi has
But
also joined in. And yeah, good going Dimple. Garima Katiyar says important tips and tricks for good looking. And cleaning of tools has been a very crucial thing that we've discussed. And that is most important as well. So I hope all our viewers have benefited a lot from all these, coming from an expert like Dimple, who has been, following her passion and doling up, glamming up beautiful women. And she's always been up there to try new things, to try out, जैसे उन्होंने बताया कि कैनवस है, आपका फेस एक कैनवस है और आप जैसे चाहो उसको डेकोरेट कर सकते हो, जैसे चाहो, क्योंकि एट द एंड ऑफ द डे जब आप अपने आप को शीशे में देखते हो, आपको खुशी होनी चाहिए, आपको फील गुड फैक्टर होना चाहिए कि वाओ, जिसको मैं देख रही हूँ मुझे उससे प्यार हो गया है। एंड अगर हमारे पास टिप्स हैं बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें, एंड दे मेक अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस टू योर फेस, एंड दैट इज व्हाट लविंग योरसेल्फ इज ऑल अबाउट। एंड लर्निंग न्यू ट्रिक्स हैज नेवर बीन आउट ऑफ स्टाइल, एंड कुछ ना कुछ नया सीखने के लिए मिलता है। अपने को ट्राई जरूर करें, बाहर जाने से पहले मैं सजेस्ट करूंगी कि ट्राई जरूर करें कि आपके वो लुक आपके फेस पे कैसा लगता है। एंड सबने बहुत एंजॉय किया है, मुझे लगातार मैसेजेस आ रहे हैं कि ब्रिलियंट सेशन। अदिति बंसल से ग्रेट सेशन, ग्रेट एब्सोल्युटली। एंड सबने बहुत अप्रिशिएट भी किया कि जिस तरह से जिस सिंपलिसिटी से आपने बताया कि हमारे पास सब चीजें होती हैं, लेकिन कई बार हमें उसका यूज करने का तरीका नहीं आता है, या हमें मालूम है कैसे यूज करते हैं, लेकिन टेक्निक कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ी सी इधर उधर हो जाती है। और बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी भी होती है जो हमने जो 10 साल पहले सीखी थी, लेकिन अब जो है जो कंटेम्प्रेरी मेकअप में है, वो कहीं ना कहीं हम उसको एक लेवल अप कर लिया है या हमने चेंज कर लिया है। आजकल के ट्रेंड में क्या चल रहा है, बहुत सारी चीजें चेंज होती रहती है। और ऐसे ही बहुत सारी मजेदार बातें जो आज आपने बताई है, आई एम श्योर जितनी भी लेडीज हमारे साथ आज जुड़ी हैं वो उससे जरूर फायदा लेंगी। एंड आपको जरूर एक मैसेज आ जाएगा कि टुडे आई एम लुकिंग वाओ, सिंपली लाइक वाओ। And I hope, Dimple, you enjoyed the session as much as we did. So
I
much
really loved
information,
it.
so much glamour in our session today. And बहुत सारे लोग जो जुड़े हैं जो फैशन इंडस्ट्री से भी हैं. And मोहित रितु हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं जो कहती ग्रेट सेशन, enjoyed it. एंड सभी ने बहुत एंजॉय किया एंड बहुत कुछ सीख के जा रहे हैं आपके साथ. एंड मैं भी ये चाहूंगी कि आप हमारे दर्शकों को चलते चलते कुछ एक और ऐसी बात कह दें, एक ऐसा टिप दे दें जो कि वो अपने साथ कंटिन्यूटी में उसको रखें. और ग्लोइंग स्किन किसको नहीं चाहिए.
थैंक यू सो मच निधि, इट वाज अ प्लेजर बीइंग ऑन योर शो और बहुत इंटरैक्टिव था. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स देते हुए. मतलब इट एक्चुअली ब्रशेस माय स्किल्स आल्सो व्हेन आई गेट टू आंसर दीस क्वेश्चंस एंड अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस से उनका मेरा भी एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ता है और अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस से मैं वो
बढ़ता
जवाब
है.
दे भी पाती हूँ. आई होप सबके लिए वो हेल्पफुल रहा हो और आप लोगों को मैं देखना चाहूंगी एंड चाहूंगी कि आप लोग इसको अप्लाई करें एंड मेक योरसेल्फ लुक गुड, फील गुड. सो मेरी एक ही वो रहेगी आपसे, रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी दैट अपनी स्किन का बहुत ध्यान दें क्योंकि एक ब्यूटीफुल हेल्दी ग्लोइंग स्किन ही एक अच्छे मेकअप का राज है और
अरे
इसको
बहुत
बेहतर
अच्छा.
बनाने के लिए आप ही को मेहनत करनी होगी. वो थोड़ी सी फ्यू चीजें करिए जो मैंने बताई हैं और
बताइए.
आप उसका जो वो है रिजल्ट 1 महीने में देखेंगे. समथिंग दैट आई वाउच फॉर कि आप देखेंगे. सो वो करिए एंड देन यू विल सी आपके मेकअप कैसे खिल के आता है एंड हाउ यू लुक. यू विल फील बेटर अबाउट योरसेल्फ, मोर कॉन्फिडेंट.
Thank you so much, Dimple. It was indeed a pleasure to have you here on our show, and I'm sure all our जितने भी हमारे गेस्ट हैं आप सबकी फेवरेट बन चुकी हैं इतनी देर में. एंड डेफिनेटली सब मैं प्लीज मैं चाहूंगी कि आप अपना अपना ये एक रूटीन जो है कुछ ना कुछ तो स्टार्ट कीजिए अपनी स्किन के लिए. इस नए साल को हम इसी से शुरू करते हैं कि अपनी स्किन के लिए बहुत ख्याल रखेंगे, बहुत ख्याल रखेंगे. और अपनी पिक्चर्स हम जरूर शेयर करेंगे डिम्पल के साथ कि किस तरह से हमने जो रूटीन स्टार्ट किया और उसके बाद एक महीने बाद क्या इफेक्ट आते हैं हमारे फेस पे. एंड डिम्पल, वी आर मैडली इन लव विथ ऑल द टिप्स दैट यू शेयर, क्योंकि बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं लेकिन नहीं पता होने पे यही बहुत बड़ी भूल का कारण भी बन सकता है. एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग अस दिस वंडरफुल सेशन जिसमें हमने बहुत कुछ सीखा एंड हमें ग्लैमरस बनाने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Okay.